Okay, so someone may have trouble getting their words out. But once they get going, it'll be no problem. So some people are still working through the throat chakra. Listen. AZARIAH. The brand spoke to me. It was named after Secretariat, which is a Triple Crown winning racehorse. The horses have been coming in a lot. A lot. And even when I looked at the sun today, it was a bit higher, and I gave it a glance, and it looked like a white diamond that went right between the eyes here, like how a horse has those white diamonds. The crown has been coming in a lot, and right now they're showing the inside of a medieval castle on my television. This castle energy, there's big money energy, there's old architecture energy, there's Nari Shakti energy. It means woman power in Sanskrit. Now, let me get the eraser so I can erase stuff as I go, because there's so much to talk about. Okay, this morning I saw the head of a blonde now. So this is the second time, like it was off a client before, that there's this boy in the gutter, but it was like a bright sunny day, and he had like strawberry blonde hair, and it was like a young boy, and I could just see the crown of his head. No physical crown, no tiara, just the top of the head representing the crown, the skull, and that they are they're beneath us. This young, it's like the boyish patriarchy. Oh, with that racehorse coming in too. I haven't been following that Bitcoin ETF, but when I did the reading, it was racehorses, so you might want to check in on that. There was a big lightning bolt with a wolf when I was still like invaded, helping other people deal with their invasions. The big cleanup. I got the sign for wolf like last month, but I didn't act on it because I was too clouded over. And that's what I want to talk to you about also. I didn't even write that down. I'm going to talk to you about this right away because it's more important than anything I wrote down. Draw it out. Okay. So everybody has a soul that's perfect and euphoric and at bliss. Like I swear, I promise. Underneath it all, you're perfect. You're like on natural ecstasy. And energy never lies. Everybody underneath the black cloud, you're great. The reason why you feel all squished is because you, as a human being, your soul has become compacted like down to a small space like this, because you have so much bullshit all around you. All these programs, it creates a black cloud, and you get more and more as you get older. And the only way out is through, or purge it off, like command it out. Like you could purge it first, like a medicine, like frog medicine, Cambo, and figure it out after. Or you can follow each line to resolve and collapse. But it's like people are looking outside, like, is my soul here? Is my soul there? Like looking out at the sun externally. No, you got to go right in your core, the very center of your being, to find your soul, and you expand from there. And if it's hard to expand, it's not easy. It's not easy to have overflow. It's not easy to build up a good feeling. It's because you got black cloud energy on you. And it's really that simple. When you don't have any black cloud on you, and you're just you can take your little condensed thing and you can expand it as far as you want. It's a lot of energy. And then you're more open to receive past life gifts, past life personalities, even, because each lifetime our soul takes on a different personality. As you can see with my oversoul coming in, there's like different voices, different light languages, different personalities even, it seems, unless I was just a very talented geisha. Geisha means performer, art person, literally. It means art person. So the vision yesterday, the geisha was in the leading boat, and she had a big black and white sign. Like it was a sign that we are in the lead. If it's a competition, and life isn't a competition, it's fun though to see where you are in comparison to others. And I was shown a vision like Team Catbird Angel, we're in the lead. It's cool. And the makeup on, it means makeup. Makeup, maybe someone needs to kiss and make up. Or we're making up for lost time. So again, the bones came in, because this morning the crown that I saw, the top of a young man's head, this time not a very young boy, and this time not in a client, it was in the hypnopompic state. I was shown as a message to share with everyone. This is on the collective wave. It was a blonde guy that I knew as an acquaintance 30 years ago. I would go there with a slightly better friend of mine. We were all neighbors, and I would play James Bond 007 video game there. And that guy's name was Bones. And so the name says everything. Whenever I dream of a person who I haven't seen in ages, it's like nothing about them. It's about the meaning of the name. So still Santa Muerte is with us, something about the bones. I mentioned bone set before as a plant, as an extract. You may want to do your own research. You might want to take a bone set supplement for a week or 2 or 3 if you think you might have a virus in your bones, if you want to help reset your bones. The skull and crossbones came in like last year, I think, or was it at the beginning of this summer? I said Fauci. Fauci means scythe. It means like harvesting scythe. But the smile was really a Bill Gates smile. And I saw him like with a syringe and a skull and that creepy smile. So this skull and bones, crown and bones. But the color blonde, it's purity. The fact that it wasn't dark is a good sign. The woman who was dealing with who erased the sigil when I handed her the eraser, she's a real Narisha, a powerful woman. So these are all good signs. But the 007 with the bones, I think my higher self is been trying to tell me for a long time something about weapons in the head. Sorry to say it, guys, but something about chips too. You got to crush the chips. And you got to listen to a lot of high frequency stuff on, well, you don't have to, but you could. It'll help you. on YouTube to frequency out with your intention to get all the chips out. It's very easy to chip people via food, via everything now. It's nano chips, so it's good to do a clearing of heavy metals, parsley, chlorella, things like that. Because 007, there's a woman I was watching for a bit. It's so dark, though. I stopped watching her on YouTube. She's really targeted. And it's crazy how they will play with some people because she went against the crown. And she was calling it 007, down with 007. So I have really good memories playing that game, though. Once you played the game so many times, you know exactly where the security cameras are, when the bad guys are going to come out. And you can know the backbone of the game, right? And this is what I do on my channel, and this is what I share with you. I've seen the backbone of the matrix game of life in terms of healing, how frequency patterning works, how to break out of bad programming and restore the mind-heart coherence just by clearing off the bullshit, just by cutting that out like a spiritual samurai and retrieving the inner children. It's like a video game. So I saw also today someone had an upside down pentagram on their throat, which is a type of sigil that brings energy down. The satanic pentagram is meant to bring stuff down to earth rather than banish the bullshit. It's the opposite. The energy rising out of your throat should come from your heart. It should go upwards. Right from your heart to your brain. It should be an upward thing. So that guy screwed himself by getting that tattoo. Sorry to say it, but this symbolizes someone in the collective that has a blocked throat chakra. And you can just imagine that you have, something like that and turn it around so that the pentagram is facing upwards to help your energy rise. Just right. You want to cultivate this motion, feeling emotion, imagining feeling emotion of energy rising up your throat instead of anything being stuffed down. This energy rising. So often when we're stuck, if you don't know what to say, you can imagine the energy rising through your throat right up to your brain, right up to your eyes, so you can see what to say, if you should say anything at all. So that information can first go to the brain before you choose to talk. So you don't feel like you're being prevented from talking. You feel more like it's your choice when your words get stuck. Because just from that simple switch in direction in terms of energy flow. Because the human body is just a series of pipes, systems called meridians where energy flows. And we're having such a turnaround. Oh my God. I saw a gray cat in the window of a telecom store. So lots of everything telecommunications. And even though she's in the window, she's not looking out the window. That cat is looking within at all the telecommunications found within. Very good symbol. So if there's chips in the bone, skull, crown, that area, base of the back of the neck, I notice a lot of people on pharmaceuticals will often get some crusty stuff there. I'm still getting rid of a patch of a bit of a rash from being hooked up with the client that was attached to AI. I don't know what. So I'm just blasting that out. And what I noticed finally working is DMSO. DMSO might not be for everyone. You might be allergic. It's like a tiniest drop penetrates through anything. And if you have a chemical on you, it will also take that chemical into your bloodstream. But it has this dissolving effect. So it can dissolve cartilage and stuff. So I had this hard spot, and I've been putting a dot of DMSO, and it seems to be helping to move whatever was locked in around the skull area. Always do your own research. This is not medical advice. This is psychic messages for your entertainment purposes only. All right? All right. Ki. Sapianate, Dieu est mon droit. Some more French connection and the Louis Vuitton pattern. There's a new pattern dropping, and it's a very rich one, Louis Vuitton. Dieu est mon droit. Mumque Deus mumque jus, or I forget what it is in Latin, but it means the same thing, God and my right. And it was made famous by some French general who won a war, and then he made it his slogan. It was like the code word in the war. Dieu est mon droit, God and my right. Because God is your right, so make that your slogan too, if you want. Boom. And Macapuno, coconut sport. Did you even know that existed? It's like this genetic mutation in a coconut that's apparently just delicious and delectable. I gotta try it. Instead of water inside, it's like this something else. it's like sticky. It's like a sticky coconut, gelatinous, translucent, and this texture has been coming in a lot. There's like this Japanese dessert that looks almost like eyeballs. Sago, like this, someone may be needing this kind of texture-y foods, like the aloe, also chia flax is like the clear and the gooey. A mesh came in, and a mesh, that also means that a mesh is like the quality of a gemstone, that like translucent, and it also means immortal. And the white flower that came up yesterday is I saw white fluff, white meshy kind of looking stuff today, a lot of it, and more white, like downy feathers. A lot of like white, fluffy, soft, young, angelic energy around, and still calling to align the heart and the stomach, the 3 and the 4. Align. About our new operating system. And uniting all the 44s, 144s. A talent, and drop near has also been coming in. Drop near is Odin's ring. Adin. Adin is 1. In Russian, Odin has 1 eye. Eye of Horus has been coming in too. And we are being watched by that kind of eye now. Odin's eye has superseded these friggin' monitor spirits' eyes. Who cares about them? Someone's having a fit that you're showing your true colors and having a great time. And succeeding. Like, someone doesn't want that. It's like someone doesn't want to lose their old version of you or something, and you gotta just let them be crazy. They're just kicking themselves in the butt in the end. Yeah, there's this the Macapuno coconut. It's also like a kind of tumor, an edible tumor, a delectable tumor. It's a growth that is genetic, that makes it extra good. But that's in a coconut. The people who have that kind of mentality where they need other people, like they're sweating the little things, this has been coming up a lot too. They got to see themselves, and they will. Because it's like walking by the dog park, there's this little dog yapping, and then you hear this guy yelling. I don't know where he's yelling from. And it's like, I have my headphones on. I can't even make out what he's yelling, but I hear the girl say, "It's a dog park." Some guy's complaining that the dog is barking. It's like the hour when the dog park is full. And at the other end of the dog park, people started filming the person in the balcony. He's like still arguing 2 minutes later, but your dog barks more than the other dogs. It's like, dude, you bought a condo right next to a dog park and you're complaining about the dog barking. See, this is someone who is really annoyed from a sound, and I know it well. And you can be programmed to be annoyed to sounds because your mother or father was annoyed by the same sound, and so you think it's super annoying, and so it becomes super annoying. Whereas if you just tell yourself, is it really that annoying? You can see it's your choice if you let a dog's yapping annoy you or not. It's whether you focus on it or not. Like, I remember my mother couldn't stand it when people made any noise chewing. Even at a movie theater, the popcorn, the sound of people eating popcorn. When normally the sound of the movie is so loud, you're engaged in the movie, but she could hear people crunching on popcorn. I didn't really get that, but it was subconsciously programmed in me. So then I had a friend eating one time, and she was making these smacking noises, and it was annoying me. And I said, "Can you not make those smacking noises when you eat?" And she just immediately schooled me. She said, "No, I'm going to enjoy my food." and it just hit me like, shit. I just like impersonated my mother right there. Am I even really annoyed that my friend is enjoying her food? Or was I just copying my mother by being annoyed? And luckily I was young enough when that happened so that I could catch myself at a really young age. But most people go through their whole life thinking things truly, truly annoy them because they're truly, truly annoyed. But they don't realize that it's coming from a program that told them to be annoyed when they don't have to be annoyed. And the people that are programmed with this, get annoyed with all the little stuff, I need to control what everybody else is doing around me, every little sound, every little this, every little that, they're the kind of people that get cancer. Because it's the whole, it's not fair, but it's not fair. I do everything for everybody else. Why does nobody do anything for me? If you have that kind of attitude, you gotta, oh my God, you gotta just accept life is not fair. That's the first step. Accept it. Life is not fair because you're stuck by not accepting life isn't fair. If you keep repeating something, you actually haven't accepted it. And that's why you keep repeating it. It's like your mind is trying to tell you, accept this data because that's what you're thinking. Once you accept that data, life isn't fair, you're going to see life is fair in retrospect. It's totally fair because everything changes. Your perception changes. Once you accept a bit of data, your perception is going to change to receive more data. And there's multiple layers of perception, probably unlimited. Sepioko tsianyate. So drop near is Odin's ring. Isa. The standstill rune Isa is also master in Sanskrit. Lord. Odin, one. Drop near. He had a ring on his finger. I don't know if it was his index finger, but every 9th night, it would drip 8 more rings. Like, how friggin' cool is that? Who wouldn't love to have a drop near drip? 8. 8 new rings of gold every 9th night. So something about the 8 and the 9. Just crush 007 there. You know, ride on a white flower up to your crown. But there's, I heard the word descending. Did I tell you that yet? Descending. So the guy who is named Bones, it's a metaphor. I saw the top of Bones' head, it's blonde hair, and he's like teenager age. So young patriarchy is beneath us. Bones, maybe skull and bones, beneath us. Or crown. Check out the bones in your crown. I heard descending. So there could be data, information, gifts descending through the crown, or that the crown on Earth is descending, because this is where the crystalline spiral overlaps the Fibonacci spiral, and God takes the lead. The immortality spiral takes the lead. The crystalline spiral escapes, whereas the Fibonacci death spiral hits the wall in the prophecy. Anyway, you can do your own research on that. Excuse me if that goes over your head. This channel is mostly geared at, I lead leaders here, or I'm talking to the genius in you. So even when something goes over your head, it will circle back around in your environment. If you really wonder what it means, your environment will tell you later. All is within, everything is said and happens for a reason. Now, the last time I did a short video, it was We were talking about Nebuchadnezzar, the king who made an image of gold, right? Daniel 3. And I only read the first sentence. It's a couple paragraphs, but after that is the song of the three holy children, or the prayer of AZARIAH, which I think is super cool because they were basically thrown into a fire pit and survived. So let's read this because we didn't have proper time with the short video. So Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold whose height was 60 cubits, its width was 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar and the king sent to gather together the local governors, the deputies, and the governors, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Then the local governors, the deputies, the governors, and the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers in the provinces were gathered together to the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then the herald cried aloud, "To you it is commanded, peoples, nations, and languages, that whenever you hear the sound of the flute, horn, zither, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the golden image of that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. And whoever does not fall down and worship shall be cast in the middle of a burning fiery furnace the same hour." Therefore, at that time, when all the peoples had heard the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, the people of the peoples, all the peoples, the nations, and the languages, fell down and worshipped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Therefore, all that time, sounds like a setup, you know? Therefore, at that time, certain Chaldeans came near and brought accusation against the Jews. They answered Nebuchadnezzar the king, "O king, live forever. You, O king, have made a decree that every man who hears the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whoever doesn't fall down and worship shall be cast into the middle of a burning fiery furnace. There are certain Jews whom you have appointed over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not respected you. They don't serve your gods, and don't worship the golden image which you have set up." Then Nebuchadnezzar, in rage and fury, he sounds like a real narcissist, this guy, commanded that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be brought. Then these men were brought before the king Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar answered them, "Is it on purpose, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you don't serve my God, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now, if you are ready, whenever you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, to fall down and worship the image which I have made, good. But if you don't worship, you shall be cast the same hour into the middle of a burning fiery furnace. Who is that God who will deliver you out of my hands?" Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered the king, "Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter. If it happens, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. But if not, let it be known to you, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the golden image which you have set up." Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, narcissistic rage, Catbird Angel says, Anyway, and the form of his appearance was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He spoke and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was usually heated. He commanded certain mighty men who were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning, fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their pants, their tunics, their mantles, and their other clothes, and were cast into the middle of the burning, fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire killed those men who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the middle of the burning, fiery furnace. And what do you think happened? The song of the 3 holy children, or the prayer of AZARIAH. Continuation of Daniel with Greek portions. They walked in the midst of the fire, praising God and blessing the Lord. Then AZARIAH stood and prayed like this. Opening his mouth in the midst of the fire, he said, "Blessed are you, O Lord, you God of our fathers. Your name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore." So the name AZARIAH, we don't hear that often in the Bible. This is like, the 4th, because there's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And now here we have then AZARIAH stood. So they walked in the midst of the fire, praising God and blessing the Lord. Then AZARIAH stood and prayed like this, opening his mouth in the midst of the fire. He said, "Blessed are you, O Lord, you God of our fathers. Your name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore. You are righteous in all the things you have done. And yes, all your works are true. Your ways are right. All your judgments are truth. In all, see, all of God's judgments are truth. This is why I say, even if the Bible says God fear, God judges, from my experience, God does not judge. God says do not fear, because fear has no place in God. God's judgment being truth means it's just the truth is revealed. It's the English language calling it judgment. It is your own ego which judges yourself. So all your ways are right, and all your judgments are truth. In all the things that you brought upon us and upon the holy city of our fathers, Jerusalem, you have executed true judgments. For according to truth and justice, you have brought all these things upon us because of our sins. For we have sinned and committed iniquity in departing from you. In all things we have trespassed and not obeyed your commandments, or kept them. We haven't done as you have commanded us, that it might go well with us. Therefore, all that you have brought upon us and everything that you have done to us, you have done in true judgment. You delivered us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful rebels, to an unjust king who is the most wicked in all the world, and now we can't open our mouth. Shame and reproach have come on your servants and those who worship you. Don't utterly deliver us up for your name's sake. Don't annul your covenant. Don't cause your mercy to depart from us for the sake of Abraham, who is loved by you, and for the sake of Isaac, your servant, and Israel, your Holy One, to whom you promised that you would multiply their offspring as the stars of the sky, and as the sand that is on the seahorse. For we, O Lord, have become less than any nation, and are brought low this day in all the world because of our sins. There isn't at this time prince or prophet or leader or burnt offering or sacrifice or oblation or incense or place to offer before you, and to find mercy. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart and a humble spirit, let us be accepted. Let the burnt offerings of rams and bullocks, and like 10,000 of fat lambs, so let our sacrifice be in your sight this day, that we may wholly go after you. For they shall not be ashamed who put their trust in you. And now we follow you with all our heart. We fear you and seek your face. Put us not to shame, but deal with us after your kindness, and according to the multitude of your mercy. Deliver us also according to your marvelous works, and give glory to your name, O Lord. Let all those who harm your servants be confounded. Let them be ashamed of all their power and might, and let their strength be broken. Let them know that you are the Lord, the only God, and glorious over the whole world. The king's servants who put them in didn't stop making the furnace hot with naphtha, pitch, tinder, and small wood, so that the flame streamed out 49 cubits above the furnace. It spread and burned those Chaldeans whom it found around the furnace. But the angel of the Lord came down into the furnace together with AZARIAH and his fellows, and he struck the flame of the fire out of the furnace, and made the midst of the furnace as it had been a moist, whistling wind, so that the fire didn't touch them at all. It neither hurt nor troubled them. Then the three out of one mouth praised, glorified, and blessed God in the furnace, saying, Blessed are you, O Lord, you God of our fathers, to be praised and exalted above all forever. Blessed is you, glorious and holy name, to be praised and exalted above all forever. I want to say a mesh here. Blessed is your glorious and holy name, to be praised and exalted above all forever. Blessed are you in the temple of your holy glory, to be praised and glorified above all forever. Blessed are you who see the depths and sit upon the cherubim, to be praised and exalted above all forever. Blessed are you on the throne of your kingdom, to be praised and extolled above all forever. Blessed are you in the firmaments of heaven, to be praised and glorified forever. Oh, all your words of the Lord, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you heavens, bless the Lord. Praise him and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you angels of the Lord, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, all you waters that are above the sky, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, all you powers of the Lord, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you sun and moon, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you stars of heaven, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, every shower and dew, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, all you winds, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you fire and heat, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you dews and storms of snow, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you nights and days, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you light and darkness, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you cold and heat, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Where was I? Oh, you frost and snow, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, you lightnings and clouds, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, let the earth bless the Lord. let it praise and exalt him above all forever. O you mountains and hills, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you things that grow on the earth, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O sea and rivers, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you springs, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you whales that move, O you whales and all that move in the waters, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all you birds of the air, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all you beasts and cattle, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you children of men, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O let Israel bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you priests of the Lord, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you servants of the Lord, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you spirits and souls of the righteous, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O you who are holy and humble of heart, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, bless the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever, for he has rescued us from Hades and saved us from the hand of death. He has delivered us out of the midst of the furnace and burning fire. He has delivered us out of the midst of the fire. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy is forever. Oh, all of you who worship the Lord, bless the God of gods. Praise him and give him thanks, for his mercy is forever. See, the God of gods. Is there one or is there many? Both. This is God of gods. Praise be. See how it goes from sinner to just, this is how you pray. It is gratitude. Remember my other video saying thank you, 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 thank you. It's with this feeling, it's with this attitude, it's in celebration of God. Saying God is great. I get to like hang fake nature on my wall and it looks real and I could just imagine that I'm there and then manifest going there in the day. It just, thank you. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this. Thank you for my socks. Thank you for my nail polish. Just thank you for everything. It will reprogram your brain. So this is a very powerful prayer given here, written in the Bible, that got 3 men out of actual furnace. This is how. Deliverance from the furnace. So they praise God. They just say God is great. Exalt him above all forever. Take us. Yes, we sacrifice our vessel. Deliverance from the furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste. He spoke and said to his counselors, "Didn't we cast 3 men bound into the middle of the fire?" They answered the king, "True, O king." He answered, "Look, I see 4 men loose, walking in the middle of the fire, and they are unharmed. The appearance of the 4th is like a son of the gods." See, is it another name for Jesus? AZARIAH? I need to do more Bible study. AZARIAH, is it Jesus or is it someone else? You tell me in the comments, or we'll figure it out as we read. AZARIAH, the 4th. Kiki, do you know who AZARIAH is? Do you know? You tell me, Kiki. Okay. So, the appearance of the 4th is like a son of the gods. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace. Watch the cord, Kiki. He spoke and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abnego. It's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abnego. You servants of the Most High God, come out and come here. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out of the middle of the fire. The local governors, the deputies, the governors, and the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, that the fire had no power on their bodies. The hair of their head wasn't singed. Their pants weren't changed, and the smell of fire wasn't even on them. Nebuchadnezzar spoke and said, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted him, and have changed the king's words, and have yielded their bodies that they might not serve nor worship any god except their own. Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language who speak anything evil against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God who is able to deliver like this." Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. They went from being thrown into the fiery furnace to getting a promotion. Who knew? Nebuchadnezzar the king, to all the peoples, nations, and languages who dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied to you. It has seemed good to me to show the signs and wonders that the Most High God has worked toward me. How great are his signs! How mighty are his wonders! His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. His dominion is from generation to generation. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at rest in my house and flourishing in my palace. I saw a dream which made me afraid, and the thoughts on my bed and the visions of my head troubled me. Therefore I made a decree to bring in all the wise men of Babylon before me, that they might make known to me the interpretation of the dream. Then the magicians, the enchanters, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers came in, and I told the dream before them, but they didn't make known to me its interpretation. But at the last Daniel came in before me, whose name was Belteshazzar, according to the name of my God, and in whom is in the spirit of the holy gods. I told the dream before him, saying, Belteshazzar, master of the magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in you, and no secret troubles you. Tell me the visions of my dream that I have seen, and its interpretation. These were the visions of my head on my bed. I saw, and behold, a tree in the middle of the earth, and its height was great. The tree grew and was strong, and its height reached to the sky, and its sight to the end of the earth. Its leaves were beautiful, and it had much fruit, and in it was food for all. The animals of the field had shade under it, and the birds of the sky lived in its branches, and all the flesh was fed from it. I saw in the visions of my head on my bed, and behold, a watcher and a holy one came down from the sky. He cried aloud and said this, "Cut down the tree and cut off its branches. Shake off its leaves and scatter its fruit. Let the animals get away from under it and the fowl from its branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of its roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and bronze in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of the sky. Let his portion be with the animals in the grass of the earth. Let his heart be changed from man's, and let an animal's heart be given to him. Then let 7 times pass over him. The sentence is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the world of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men and gives it to whomever he will and sets up over the lowest of men. This dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, have seen, and you, Belteshazzar, declare the interpretation, because all the wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known to me the interpretation, but you are able, for the spirit of the holy gods is in you. Then Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar, was stricken mute for a while, and his thoughts troubled him. The king answered, Belteshazzar, don't let the dream or the interpretation trouble you. Belteshazzar answered, My lord, may the dream be for those who hate you, and its interpretation to your adversaries. You see how another perspective is just easily given when the holy is in you? The tree that you saw, which grew and was strong, whose height reached to the sky and its height to all the earth, whose leaves were beautiful, whose fruit was plentiful, and in it was food for all, under which the animals of the field lived, and on whose branches the birds of the sky had their habitation, is you, O king, who have grown and become strong, for your greatness has grown and reaches to the sky, and your dominion to the end of the earth. Whereas the king saw a watcher and a holy one coming down from the sky and saying, Cut down the tree, destroy it, nevertheless leave the stump of its roots in the earth, even with the band of iron and bronze in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of the sky. Let his portion be with the animals of the field until 7 times pass over him. This is the interpretation, O king, and it is a decree of the Most High, which has come on my lord the king, that you shall be driven from men, and your dwelling shall be with other animals in the field. You shall be made to eat grass, oxen. You shall be made to eat grass as oxen, and shall be wet with the dew of the sky. And 7 times shall pass over you, until you know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and gives it to whomever he will. Their command to leave the stump at the roots of the tree means your kingdom will be sure to you, after you will have known that the heavens do rule. Therefore, O king, let my counsel be acceptable to you, and break off your sins by righteousness, and your iniquities by showing mercy to the poor. Perhaps there may be a lengthening of your tranquility. All this came on the king Nebuchadnezzar. And the end of the 12 months, at the end of the 12 months, he was walking in the royal palace of Babylon. The king spoke and said, Is not this great Babylon, which I have built for the royal dwelling place, by the might of my power and for the glory of my majesty? Let me say that again. The king spoke and said, Is not this great Babylon, which I have built for the royal dwelling place, by the might of my power and for the glory of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, a voice came from the sky, saying, O king Nebuchadnezzar, to you it is spoken, the kingdom has departed from you. You shall be driven from men, and your dwelling shall be with the animals of the field. You shall be made to eat grass as oxen. 7 times shall pass over you, until you know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and gives it to whomever he will. This was fulfilled the same hour on Nebuchadnezzar. He was driven from men and ate grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew from the sky until his hair had grown like eagle's feathers and the nails like birds' claws. At the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes to heaven, and my understanding returned to me, and I blessed the Most High. And I praised and honored him who lives forever, for his dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the kingdom, all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. And he does according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And no one can stop his hand or ask him, "What are you doing?" At the same time, my understanding returned to me. And for the glory of my kingdom, my majesty and brightness returned to me. My counselors and my lords sought me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent greatness was added to me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, the King of heaven, for all his works are right and his ways just, and those who walk in pride. And those who walk in pride, he is able to humble. All right, so the next one is Belshazzar the king. It says another king. So we ended there. Now Belshazzar was his son. So we're going to end the story here. It's been almost an hour. My voice is breaking. That was a really, 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 really good Bible read. I don't know about you, but that was the best Bible read ever. Pretty repetitive, kind of. Not really. That's the purpose of mantras, right? There's power in repetition, repetition, repetition. When you repeat the same thing over and over and over again, it creates a new program. And they call it magic, they call it God, but this is science. This is just how energy works. You have a higher resonant frequency, you have a knowing, you have a faith, and you repeat with the right frequency. Gratitude. It's hard to have that high frequency of gratitude when you have a bad attitude. So the attitude is gratitude, and it's not your fault if you have a bad attitude. Don't beat yourself up if you have a bad attitude. Just turn it into, okay, this is drama, have fun with it, and spin it around. Just turn the table around on the bad attitude. You know how in any scene when there's a couple actors, if one of them is blah, 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 if the next character in the scene is also blah, 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 nobody wants to watch that. And it seems to be a natural kind of balance play out in nature where a bunch of low people will come all together. But what happens more is there's another chess piece kind of energy has to balance out. So high energy comes in. And then you're confronted with the opposite. And you have two opposites. And the old way is, let's argue and say who's right. And the new earth way is just see that God is right. And this duality, it's there's a larger hand up there. And praise be. Praise be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing if you haven't already, if you've made it this far. I truly do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be the fruit.